What is up, guys? Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at another of the new summer characters for the first look, and this one is going to be the Anastasia and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yeah, the new Anastasia 4-star. So she's going to be an archer, so I didn't know that. That's actually really cool to know. I don't have the caster version of her, but maybe I'll go ahead and get the archer version, since I will be pulling for Okita Alter. Now let's see if she's good or not. So here we go with the Ascension Artwork, and much like Okita, she has a little pal there as well. I wonder if that is a theme for the summer characters. But yeah, so 2 quick, 2 arts, 1 buster, 3 hits on the quick, 3 hits on the art, 2 on the buster, 5 on the extra attack, and 3 on the Noble Phantasm. So a little bit lower as far as hit counts go. Maybe she'll make up for that with her overall Noble Phantasm generation. But let's go ahead and take a look at her Ascension artwork. So the first one's pretty solid. So the second one, this is kind of following the Okita Alter trend here. It's pretty much the same thing, just different outfits. And then the third one, okay, so we're going all the way here. Just changing outfits throughout the times of the day. And the fourth one, okay, I like that. That was pretty cool. We're going to stick with the 4th Ascension artwork there for Anastasia. Stats look pretty good for a 4-star character. Maybe a little bit on the lower end for attack. You know, archers are generally pretty balanced, I think. So a little bit lower on the attack there. But I don't think people really care about stats when they're pulling for characters. Maybe for team composition, but not really for if they're going to pull for it or not. This is more of why they pull for characters. And the skills, of course. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. So first skill is going to increase own arts card effectiveness for 3 turns, as well as increasing own Noble Phantasm gauge. So you get a 30% increase to your arts card effectiveness and a 50% increase to your gauge, which is really nice. Really nice to get that MP battery at 50%, and also get a boost to your arts cards effectiveness, which will line up pretty perfectly, because I believe her Noble Phantasm is arts. Actually, I didn't go ahead and check and see what her base gauge generation is. So 0.57, so it's not really high, but you know, you do have that battery to kind of make up for it. So so far so good. Her second skill will apply invincible to herself for 1 turn, also apply buff removal resistance to herself for 1 turn, and she'll also gain critical stars. So that's really nice. You have the invincibility buff on yourself, and then you buff yourself so that it can't be removed. So you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to be invincible for that turn. And you get some stars. So 20 stars at level 10 on a 5-turn charge time is really nice. What's her first skill charge time? 7. It's a little high, but you know, you do get a lot out of it. Her third and final skill is going to apply sure hit to herself for 3 turns, increase her own arts critical star gather rate for 3 turns, increase her own critical strength for 3 turns, and her own Noble Phantasm strength for 3 turns. And holy crap, this is on a 4-turn charge time. Alright, so this one is pretty nuts right there. So you only have 1 turn of downtime, and all of these effects last for 3 turns. So you're pretty much going to have this skill up pretty much the entire game, which is really nice. So you get that 500% increase to your arts card gather rate, and 30% increase to the critical damage, and a 20% increase to the Noble Phantasm damage. So that right there is pretty nuts, if I'm being honest with you. That's something to get excited for. She does have 2 arts cards. Unfortunately, it would be really cool if she has 3. But her Noble Phantasm is arts, so that's pretty nice right there. But yeah, it is a little unfortunate that she only does have 2 cards. I think this would be so much better if she had 3. And you do have the first skill to increase your arts card effectiveness. So yeah, really hammering down on that arts cards. So just going to combo her with Caster Artoria, I guess. Let's take a look at her passives and then her Noble Phantasm. So nothing special there for the passives as far as the Noble Phantasm goes. Let's see. Deal damage to a single enemy, inflict skill seal on the single enemy, and you're also going to decrease the arts resistance for that enemy for 1 turn. Activates first, so that's really cool. So if you combo it with like an arts chain, you'll be able to potentially loop the Noble Phantasm and do some really crazy damage with it. And skill seal is a sure thing, so that's really cool. I hate those percentage-based skills, but that's not a thing. They're pretty solid damage and really good arch resistance debuff there. I'm really liking her, honestly, as like a arch damage dealer. That's really nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at her Noble Phantasm. Alright, so that Noble Phantasm was pretty cool. I got my hopes up a little bit when that shadow thing showed up, but didn't end up getting to the highs I thought it was going to go to. But still, pretty cool Noble Phantasm. I do like the new like animation style updates that they're doing for these Noble Phantasms, it seems. They're a little bit more in-depth and detailed, so that's really cool. Not quite as good as Okida's Noble Phantasm, unfortunately, but still a really nice one all the same. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as Ascension materials go. For me personally, this one's actually going to be harder to max out than Okida, if I do manage to get them. But overall, I really do like this character. As a 4-star character, I don't know how the damage output is going to hold up, but it looks like it has some really good potential there, and if you do combo her with arts supports, you should be doing some pretty good damage there. Let's go ahead and just scroll back up to the top here, and wrap up this video. So yeah, at the end of the day, I do think Anastasia is pretty good on paper. Obviously, I'll have to get her and use her. Now, unlike the previous video where I don't have Scotty to test out Okida Alter with, I do have Caster Artoria, so I'll definitely be testing out Anastasia and seeing if she looks as good, or if she is as good as she looks on paper. But for now, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I do have the links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out, and I'll see you guys shortly here for the next first look video.